This is the Padua Podcast Network. Running a Fever, episode 277. Shattering the Yo-Yo. Weeks to a better body fat. Previously on Running a Fever. On my way to Complete Nutrition, this is a place where I've been told that I can get a composition analysis. We're going to see what we can do to get some more information that might help me improve my health.
We'll be able to see your right arm versus your left arm, your right leg versus your left leg, your trunk, and also give us your basal metabolic rate. So our goal for right now, we're at 35.8%. Okay. So our goal would be, depending on what, but to have that come down a little bit there, muscle mass to stay the same, if not increase a little bit. Okay. Overall. Okay.
I remember a couple of years ago when I was talking to a doctor, and he's a cardiologist, and we were talking about my heart, suggested strongly that I lose some weight. And he looked at a BMI chart, and I said, well, that doesn't really take into account everything, does it? And he said, yeah, well, it's pretty good. At least he thought it was pretty good. Then I need to be between 139 and 179 pounds. There is a range. I know I just have to get down to 30 to be okay for insurance. We charge more for insurance at the company if we are over a certain BMI. And that number is 30, and I'm currently at a 31 point something. I believe that I have lost muscle mass during the diet. It just makes sense that would happen as much as I've lost in a short period of time. You can see I'm still really involved in this. I've still got the fever. Not going to give it up. Not going to give it up. I have lost 52 pounds, and I am getting more fit all the time.
Hello, Michael Davis. This is the podcast about fitness, diet, and medicine. My goal is to live a long, healthy, happy, active life right up to the very end. And if you want that too, then you're in the right place. Welcome to the 14th in our Shattering the Yo-Yo series. We're trying to stop doing the yo-yo thing. I've been down and I've been up in the last few years, and I want to go down to an ideal weight and stay there. So, as you heard, we're looking back at 2018, and what you just heard is a portion of episode 42. Now, at this point in my fitness journey, I did not have my own biometric impedance analyzer. I could get that measurement at my dietitian. Otherwise, I was just using BMI to estimate my body fat. Since then, I have acquired a scale that gives me BIA as well. I don't know what my body fat is right now, because for some reason the scale, I actually stopped using the scale for a long time, and now I'm hitting it every day to get my weight, but for some reason it's not reading the body fat. So we need to get that fixed, but I'm sure it'll come back. I hope it does, but anyway, I'm trying to think in terms of goals and measurements, and body fat I think has always been the best metric to use. Based on all my studies so far, a body fat of 20 or less is probably a pretty good target to shoot for. But since I'm much higher now, I don't know what my body fat is, but I know it's higher than that. I'm going to shoot for an intermediate goal of just getting below 30. To set a deadline for this goal, I'll use a rate of change based on weight, and again, based on my experience and the advice of professionals. That number is 1 pound per week. So unfortunately, I don't know my body fat, so I was going to calculate all this ahead of time, but I can't do that, unfortunately. But I still think that, if I want to lose a pound a day, and if I have to get down to where I was before, 204 pounds, then I need to lose about 70 pounds, and that means 70 weeks. So That's going to be into 2023, I believe, probably early 2023. Tough news to take, but the payoff is that if I get to that body fat at that time, not any earlier, I may never have to feel how I feel today. I may never have to ride that yo-yo back up again, and perhaps I will have shattered it completely, which is my goal. Now, I did get my scale back in shape. I replaced some corroded batteries in it. It's been so long. I tried to link it up to the Wi-Fi. That's not working yet. I installed the apps. I even weighed myself. The first time I got 274 pounds. And I installed the apps I use to track my steps and other things. So once I am able to start walking, then I'll be able to track my steps, and probably going back to the office at some point in the near future. So this is Michael Davis signing off for now, but I'll talk to you next time. And until then, keep the fever and tell all your friends to catch the fever.